Hello YouTube, hello Facebook, and hello the world overall. My name is Gavin, Woot, and this is kind of a extrapolation or an interpretation video of Markipliers' message from the video he posted a while back. Please be good to each other. I'm not going to try and theorize what he said. I'm not going to, talk about any of that. What I am going to do, however, is I am going to gather the fuck out of my thoughts, and then I'm going to try to half-ass my way through this, so that way it doesn't look like I'm being a total douche, since I can do that from time to time. In this video, he was talking about the death of Christina Grimmie, or the events relating to Christina Grimmie, without actually, saying it, obviously. And I made a video in response to Markipliers' Please Be Good to Each Other. And I think there was one user, Afropie4, who commented, you have a social obligation. I don't think so. There isn't always a straight answer, especially now, and that's why there is fear. If he claimed that he had the perfect answer, he would be taking advantage of the issue. Instead, he wants to bring together again, to share their feelings, to cry and redeem each other, realize what was lost and what they have, and get their emotions out and find answers to them. You were polite and had a reason to say what you did. I respect you for that. Now, a lot of big YouTubers have ghost accounts, that they don't really do much with. They're just there to just kind of skim the comments and whatnot. So, I'm not saying that Afropie4 is a ghost account of Markipliers, but if it is, then holy shit, that just blew my mind. But that's not what we're focused on right now. Sorry, I want to do this all in one video. And then, I replied, thank you. In hindsight, I agree with you that the social obligation part may have made me seem just a bit pushy on the whole matter of wanting to help everyone through. This is a tough time for everyone, especially those who were close to the victims. True, there is no perfect answer. Mark has worked very hard to get to this level, and I have a crazy amount of respect for him. I really do. I'm not saying there is ever a perfect answer, but just try to come up with something that works. Anything, really. There were a lot of things that I had on my mind, and I do, and I just said them. I want to be as polite and calm about this as I could. I almost cried a few times, but I was able to make it through. And then he replied, I want something that works too, and so does Mark, but just answering it with something that works or finding the right solution are different things, really. Different things entirely, actually. Terrorism or self-sacrifice can't be stopped without the loss of rights. It's something we should try to prevent, to stop others' losses. But today, we are at a loss. We need to realize this before anger or fear makes choices for us. He can't give us an answer, but he is right that we need the people around us at this time to realize, oh, there was more, to realize what we lost and what we have. Okay, it's from that exchange right there that I want to kind of dig a little bit deeper into. the crazy amount of shootings that we had in 2015. I know I keep bringing this up because it is a vitally important issue that we talk about this, that we bring it to the table. It's not so much a I'm right, they're wrong kind of deal, or it's kind of a I'm unsure about this answer. Let's see what everyone else has to bring to the table before I make a definite decision. So, first and foremost, thank you so much, Afropie, for your awesome words and reply. In truth, I don't think I was actually expecting that deep of a level of conversation. So, thank you so much. To the Grimmy family, I hope that everything has gone smoothly. There really is no easy path to recuperation when you lose someone that close to you and that public, that leaves such a large amount of shockwaves throughout the community. It's absolutely impossible. Okay, in his last comment, he said, terrorism or self-sacrifice can't be stopped without the loss of rights. This is true. We have a lot of rights, a lot of freedoms in this country that if we were to take away one of those rights, so that way, let's say 10,000 people could live, but it would upset 400,000 people, because that right is something that those 400,000 would desperately try to cling to, even if that 10,000 over there had to pay the ultimate price because of what they want. There's actually an old saying, I think it might have been John F. Kennedy who said it, but the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And it actually goes to the loose train problem that was posed in Life is Strange, that if there's a car caboose headed down the rails, and somewhere in there is like a split to where one trail would just kill one person but stop the train, and another would, the one that it's currently going on, would kill like 4 or 5 people. Would you hit the switch? And it really is that kind of conundrum, because on the one hand, like I was going with the 400,000 on that right. The right I'm talking about is like the constitutional right to bear arms. Now, a lot of people just want to just hold on to their guns and everything else. But with the advent of all these shootings going on, it kind of brings that Second Amendment into question. That if it were possible, I'm not sure about how one would go about modifying or an amendment, so that way it would be still there in the Constitution, but at the same time, it would kind of prevent the people that would off the 10,000 from being able to do that, and at the same time leave the 400,000 over here happy. Let's see. It's actually an ongoing conundrum that people are very passionate about on both sides. But like I said, as the number of mass shootings or mass casualty events, such as the Orlando shooting with 50 dead and 49 injured, and one asshole committing suicide or getting shot by the police, shows there's now an added level of danger to it. And I don't have the right answer. I don't have the top dog answer where everything's got to be perfect and everything else blah, 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 blah. No. What I am saying is that those who try to come up with an answer that works, or even a response or a reply that works, have an obligation to find that middle ground where you're giving the best advice that you can under such horrible circumstances, but you don't want to seem like this is the answer that's perfect for all. Because in truth, when responding to these shootings, there is no easy answer to it. None whatsoever. What you doing? There's another guy here. OblivionKisame. Okay? He said, "Let me be the first to say that it's nice to see that you're voicing your opinion in a well-mannered and nice way instead of just bashing on him. Too many people anymore can't be calm and collect in doing that." Alright. And he also says, "You're welcome," and this is in reply to like another one. There are people that are just genuinely toxic to the well-being of this country, Donald Trump being one of them, and I'm not lumping the two together. It's just that this video is about like inherent dangers and like possible solutions. One second. And possible solutions to deal with those inherent dangers. With the advent of Donald Trump's racist tweet, as well as the chaotic minefield that are his rallies, Donald Trump has essentially become the newest poison, I want to say, to America's well-being. Now, he can only be more poisonous if he gets elected to POTUS. Thankfully, that's not going to happen. People are genuinely more smarter about that whole entire thing. And he's a bully. He's everything that for the past 7-8 years now we've been campaigning against. We've been campaigning against the mindset of bullying, the epidemic of people getting picked on, people getting pushed around, people getting taken advantage of under stress. And I don't know. I've been bullied myself, and I just don't like the guy. And a number of other people as well. They don't like the guy either. I'm going to turn my head around because, I'm sick there. But one of the ways to deal with toxic people, as well as prevent the problems that trigger people who have an unstable psychology into committing mass casualty events, is to take away the toxicity of the person that might potentially cause more of an influx of these mass casualty events. Now, I'm not saying that the two are directly related. I'm saying that the toxic personality, the toxic psychology, the gradual miasma that a certain personality type exudes affects those around it, and then indirectly causes the kind of stress that leads up to a mass shooting. And I thoroughly believe, I don't know if I even said the point, because half the time I don't even pay attention to whatever the fuck I'm saying, but if we were to somehow find a way to reduce the societal factors which lead to the production of said toxic personality, then that will correlate and equate itself into a very much reduced risk of shootings happening. One primary way that's probably going to happen is Donald Trump is not going to be elected POTUS. Because, and here's my theory on it, if he were to be elected POTUS, then his toxic mentality, his bravado, his machismo, would directly affect society at its base level. And that anger, that xenophobia, that homophobia would kind of follow the trickle-down economics effect. And then there would definitely be a large increase in the amount of aggression that would lead to one to snap and take out a bunch of people. So yeah, that's my kind of interpretation of Markipliers. Please be good to each other. We need to bring together those that have the ability and the influence to provide a better future for those that currently do not have one. We need to become stronger as a nation, as a people, as a species, and put aside our differences and take a look at the larger picture here. And answer three very, very important questions. What have been the signs in the past that something was going to go down? 2. What were the tools made available to the person in question who's planning this kind of thing? 3. What preventative measures can we put in place so that way the person in question who has an unstable psychology can we implement to prevent them, him or her, because now we're starting to see a bunch of different stories where women are kind of losing their minds too. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. Got it. What preventative measures can we put in place to disallow that certain person from acquiring the tools to carry out this mass casualty event? If we can answer those three questions without and find a kind of ground where everyone's happy, both those 400,000 that I was talking about at the beginning of the video that are so attached to their weaponry, as well as the now saved lives of the 10,000 formerly potential victims, because they will no longer be victims, they'll just be, people going about their day. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like it, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, because I'm always uploading new stuff for you to enjoy. If you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them when I'm able to. So, as always, I'll see you like a beast in the next video. Peace. Ba ba da ba da ba.